Good morning, everyone. Lesley Myrick here, interior designer and business coach with Nancy Quinn and the Profit Insiders Academy. We've got some fantastic social media marketing tips today with Amelia of Serene Marketing. Welcome, Amelia.
Thank you. How are you?
I'm doing good. And I'm excited to hear about this new service you're offering because I am one of your monthly clients. I love the work you do. And you have so many designers in Nancy's world working with you with Serene, but you've got something new, which I think is really cool. So I'm excited to hear about what's going on and new ways you're helping designers.
Yeah, so this actually hasn't even made it to our socials or our website yet. So this is kind of an exclusive for Nancy's World, but we are getting ready to roll out. It would be available to Nancy's World today, but we are getting ready to roll out intensives for clients who maybe don't have the budget for month over month support yet, or who just want to do an audit of their marketing and see where they're at and then decide how to move forward. So, those people that maybe still have the bandwidth to do marketing on their own, but but are lacking that strategic direction. So we're calling them intensives. And there's levels within that, but they are everything from an audit of just social to a full-blown audit of every marketing channel. We would call it a full funnel marketing audit, as well as a strategy tied into that. So we could even do an audit of just your website, just your brand messaging, just those things, all the way up to that full funnel marketing strategy that would give you an all-encompassing view of how to move forward with your marketing if you want to continue doing it on your own.
Awesome. So you're taking like the brain power, like the heavy mental lifting off of designers and just saying, hey, here's what I see. Here's my expert recommendations. Here's how to move forward. Go for it.
Exactly. And it's a quick process as well. It's a lower barrier to entry. So the budget, like I said, is a little bit lower for something like that one-time payment. You reach out to us. We send you back what the cost would be, and then you move forward with a brand questionnaire, really in-depth brand questionnaire. And from there, we do all the work in the background. So our strategist does all the work in the background. You have one call with the strategist, maybe a second if you need that additional support, and you walk away with an actionable document that you can take action on however you see fit within your business.
I love that. I think, that's one of the biggest struggles for designers is like, having the time to post is one thing. Like, yes, it's hard to squeeze it in, but I find that the bigger hang up is I don't know what I should be doing or what's important or what I should post when or how or where. Like, it's that sort of paralysis where you're just staring at everything going like, I don't even know where to start here.
Right. Yeah. And everybody, I mean, you feel like that. You don't know what you don't know. And that's where we come in. And we really, for the full funnel marketing strategy, for instance, we actually just are starting doing this we offered it to somebody who reached out recently who didn't have quite the budget. And we said, well, we haven't announced this yet, but we will offer this to you. It's an artist, so a little bit, serves the interior design industry, but she makes custom artwork. And one of her things is we're looking at local marketing. What networking events can she attend? How can she create partnerships? So it truly is looking at those things that are past the digital experience if you feel like that's where you're lacking. So even though it's that one-time service, you walk away with a document. Not every person's actionable tips are going to be the same. It truly is customized to who you are, where your market is, who you are targeting, and how you can best capture more profit and more clients.
Awesome. I love that. And I feel like, our jobs as designers, like we're basically paid decision makers. We are filtering information and making decisions all day and having someone like you take some of that marketing decision making off our plates is huge.
Yeah, right. It's a big stress. It's a big mental offload. So even if you're still the one executing on the marketing, having that guidance is, 50%, 60% of it, truly.
It takes the scaries away. You're like, okay, I've got my plan. I can just show up and follow the list rather than trying to show up and figure out like, what do I post? What do I do? How do I get seen on social media?
Yep. Yeah, absolutely. So That is new. Like I said, hasn't even made it to our socials or our website yet. We're excited to really, roll it out here. It's available now, like I said, to
Yeah.
Nancy's World. But we're excited to really roll it out and see the impact that it can bring to designers. Great for people that are brand new, even like maybe you don't even really have anything for us to audit yet, but we can lay that foundation for you. Or the designers that have been around 15 years that haven't touched their website in 15 years or their messaging in 15 years, and they want to make improvements, but they don't know where that improvement lies. So it could be fitting for any stage of your business. And, depending on what your budget is, we can support those efforts should you decide to move forward with needing to make updates and you decide you don't want to make them on your own. We can still stick around as a support system.
I love that. I like that you are meeting people where they are. It's not like a one
Yes.
size fits all. This is what we do, but you're like, hey, this is what we do. And we can do this in a way that supports. It's like Nancy teaches her ladder of services where, you've got your ladder of services too, which I think is awesome.
Yeah. And we always say that in marketing, you need to meet your target audience where they are. So all of our marketing strategies are geared that way, meeting your audience where they are. So we are trying to do the same exact thing and support the best we can.
I love it. What's your favorite part of doing these intensives? I know you probably haven't done a whole lot yet since it's a brand new offering, but what are you most looking forward to with these?
I am most looking forward to being able to make a broader impact, I think, because like I said, there is a little bit of that barrier to entry. If you're going to do month over month services, you have to be able to commit to, that investment every month. And I think it's going to bring in a different array of, clients that we'll work with. It kind of casts a wider net for us.
Yep.
We get more immersed in the design world, or even an artist. The artist, she wasn't going to come to us for month over month. It didn't make sense for her business model, so it gives us an opportunity for us to work with, support her, and then move forward as it works for her. But it gives us an opportunity to touch on a business that we might not have had the opportunity to. And that's what's so exciting for us is it's, obviously we need to make money as well. And that's exciting to bring in more revenue on our side. But what's more exciting is seeing the impact that we're making on businesses throughout our array of services and really seeing that translate, tangibly to their business and their presence. So that's what's most exciting, I think.
I love that. And I can see this being really utilized by interior designers who maybe have a small team, like maybe it's them and a virtual assistant, because this is something that, like, with your strategy, you as the head designer don't have to be the one actually implementing it. Like, you could have a junior designer, someone else on your team actually take on the marketing because they have your strategy and design behind it. You're not just like hoping the junior designer gets it and can share content, but you're handing them kind of a roadmap on how to do it. So I love that also frees up the business owner's time to do more of what they do best. And everything that goes out can be really strategic and intentional and on brand and focused, but it doesn't have to be done by the business owner. So
absolutely. It's something, like I said, something you would hand off to somebody on your team, and it's actionable. And it's something that kind of, it grows with you, not meaning that the actual insights change, but you hand it off to your junior designer. Your business grows because they're putting marketing out there that's a bit more strategic than before. That junior designer maybe now steps up into a lead designer role or something like that. And now you are also making the revenue to be able to completely outsource your marketing and have even more strategy behind it. So it's a growth engine. And it, like you said before, it meets you where you are. And then there's opportunity, past that for our support if needed. And we already know you by that point. You've already given us a brand questionnaire, so we can start a lot quicker should you need help in the future.
I'm excited about this, Amelia. I
Me
think
too.
And it's so cool to see businesses adapting and finding new ways to reach clients where they are. And I think that's a good lesson for designers too, that like, hey, you might need to think outside the box right now if business is slow, if services are sort of lacking there. And what Amelia has done, I think, is made her services accessible in a different way that is still very true to your brand. Like, this is still something you love doing in a way you want to do it. Like, how else can you take that, designers, and see like what other packages or services or offerings could you have for your client? So
absolutely.
Yeah. But if you need help with social, don't be stuck. You have to be on social media. It is a necessary evil right now. I hate to say it, but if you don't have a social media for your business, you don't exist. So get
Yeah.
the support you need. Amelia is a great starting point if you are struggling, feeling overwhelmed. SereneMarketing.com, MKTG.com.
Yes.
Oh, vowels in marketing.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm excited.
Yep.
I think this is going
Yeah.
to be a great entry level point for a lot of designers who are struggling with social but don't have the means to do the month over month. And I love that you're offering this and supporting our community. So thank you.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. I'm excited as well. And on that note, Lesley, you mentioned that
Yeah.
social is a need. And I wanted to point out that now, this happened last month, but Google is able to crawl individual posts and profiles for social for keywords. And AI is also able to as well. So think of it as, it was already a platform that had some level of SEO capabilities. Now it's really out there. Google can crawl, like a search engine, like with SEO, they'll pull
It can
keywords
crawl your
from
Instagram post. Whoa.
Yep.
That's huge.
Yeah. So it could always pull a profile up. If they typed in Lesley Myrick interior design, your Instagram profile was likely going to show up.
Yeah.
But now it's filtered down to even post by post level. So it truly is a need, and we haven't necessarily seen the big impacts of that yet because it's new, but we will see it come to fruition over the next few months. That it does make an impact if you're posting.
That's even more important to get on this now and stay ahead of things, because I'm finding too, people are finding me through AI now. Like, it's not just Google searches. I am finding out that people found me through ChatGPT or Perplexity.
Yes.
I'm like,
yes,
okay,
we just had a client. She was discovered via ChatGPT, and it is a large project that the client reached out for, and they found her via ChatGPT.
Yeah. So, and that's all because now the search, everything's pulling from everywhere, not just your website. So that's awesome. All right. Yeah. Well, if you need help, reach out to Amelia. I'm excited about the service, and I cannot wait to hear from designers who are utilizing the marketing intensive and just see how it makes your life easier and your business grow.
Yeah. Awesome.